Well, she has been described as a prolific singer-songwriter. The New York Times considers her a phenomenal talent, and today we call her friend.
Renowned vocalist, Broadway performer, and Juilliard School alumna Morgan James is on tour now in support of her newest album, Nobody's Fool. And she's joining us right now ahead of her two-night stop in Carmel from Feinstein's at Hotel Carmichael. Morgan, welcome, friend.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I love her already. She said she puts the more in Morgan.
We felt it was over with.
Listen, trademark it.
You really need to. You need to.
I love the soul that you have in your, like music is universal. We've been talking about that this last couple of days, but you can like feel your soul in it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Well, you've been away from the R&B sound since your first album. Tell us about this return to R&B for Nobody's Fool and what fans can expect this time around.
So this album is a love letter to the 90s. I grew up on music from the 90s, so it is inspired by Babyface, Mariah, Whitney, Madonna, Maxwell, D'Angelo, and, in my show I also do some covers that everyone knows and love. I always do some Prince, some Stevie Wonder, and I do some music from all my other albums as well, so a very kind of soulful experience, and we chat, we laugh, something always goes wrong,
I mean,
it's going to be fun.
Adulting is hard.
It is.
And it's much better when it's melodic, okay? That's the 90s for you right there. And especially when you listed Babyface, you're in the right place.
Right.
In the right place. A list of collaborators for this work is so impressive. But I want to talk about, you working with your husband, Doug Womble, on this project. What was that like?
Oh, my gosh. We work so well together. In the quarantine, in the pandemic, I heard so many couples saying that they were so sick of their partner because they saw them every day, and we see each other all day, every day. We work together, live together, and so we were just sick of each other the normal amount.
Yeah, and that's impressive. Okay,
Right.
That's impressive.
We have so much fun. We're so lucky that we get to make music together. I love that. Yeah.
And you recorded this album in Memphis, Tennessee. Talk about how that city holds such a special place in your heart.
Well, my husband, Doug Womble, is from Memphis, Tennessee, and Memphis is one of the great homes of soul music in this country. It has so much history. It has so much, so many incredible musicians are there. We've recorded 3 albums there, and it's just an amazing place. For a New Yorker, it's a place I can slow down because it takes a lot for me to slow down. And they do things at a different pace in Memphis.
Yes, with a different taste,
with
honey. That's a whole different situation. I love it, though.
I love it. I love it so much.
When it comes to music for you, I mean, you have this soulful approach to music, to your sound. Why is that so important to you? Because, not everybody sings with soul.
Why is it important to me? It's everything I love about music is soulful, and there's different kinds of soulfulness, right? And, Joni Mitchell and Aretha Franklin might seem different. They got their own soulfulness. It's just something that hits you in a deep place. It brings tears to your eyes. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It's something that's so hard to explain. But I also, everything that my music is built on comes from, Black American music and the tradition of R&B and the roots of R&B and soul. And so it's important for me to carry that on. I'm passionate about that.
I love that.
What does Nobody's Fool, that title, mean?
Okay. We actually wrote 2 songs for Tyler Perry's movie, Nobody's Fool. He asked me to write 2 songs.
Really?
He didn't take either of them.
Okay, well, that's fine, though.
He took a different song instead and put it in his movie. He's been very supportive of me. And so when we wanted to make this new album, we said, we really like those 2 songs that we wrote for Tyler. We're going to take them for ourselves. So we have Nobody's Fool and Nobody's Fool But Mine on the record.
Ooh,
I love that.
Because let me tell you something. When you look back at your dating history, you have to make sure that you remind somebody that you're nobody's fool, okay? I mean, that's an eclectic understanding. Hey, 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Oh my gosh. I hope I'm still on the road meeting people every night, seeing a different city every night. I hope I'm still making music and still want to make music because I have the greatest job in the world.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you're a friend of us here.
Yes,
you can always come back. We feed people.
You do?
We do. Tasty Takeout is the thing, honey.
Oh, okay.
It'll have you singing and creating in no other way. Yep.
Thank you so much for coming today. We'll be right back.